Hello guys, this is Average Trader and welcome to week 48 of our trade logging series. This week we had a monster week of 5.5 hours of profit. This week we took a lot more trades than in weeks past, and that is because very early on we recognized that it was going to be a good week. Markets were in our favor and we capitalized on it. Quick reminder, if you do want to see all of this happen live and maybe take some of these trades for yourself, head on over to our chat room at averagetrader.live. We're the only chat room that has a profit promise guarantee. So if our callouts do not make money for any given month, you get that month entirely for free, no questions asked. And we're the only chat room on the market that does this. But without further ado, let's hop straight into the first trade of the week. First trade of the week is coin 51 by 50.50, and we got out at 1R pretty easily. We recognized that coin was super extended, right? And so as soon as this buy setup presented itself, right after a 3-bar play short, an extended 3-bar play short, right? We knew this thing was going to bounce. Really nice retracement. Had a little pullback right here, but eventually bounced and hit our 1R target. Really nice. Next trade we took was AMD 129.50 by 129. We took this off of a 1-minute breakout and really nice trade. Thank God we got out at 1R, because after it hit 1R target, it pulled back all the way down to our stop loss. So if you were a 2R all or nothing trader, you would have stopped out on this given trade. But the reason why we took 1R instead of 2R is because of 3 green bars on the 5-minute. And you know, we always say don't get tunnel vision, right, and just trade on one time frame, but multiple time frames. And on the 5-minute, even though they're doji bars, it is 3 green bars nevertheless, and we are expecting a pullback. So 1R on AMD, and hopefully you guys didn't get stopped out on this one. Next trade we took was ORCL 122.70 by 123.70. It got 1R out of this pretty easily as well. And you know, it was also a 1-minute breakdown, right? And as you can see, this thing, you know, after it broke down, it didn't look back, right? Never looked back. We got out at 1R and nothing much we can say there. Really nice breakdown. Really nice trade. Next trade we took was SHEL 59.84 by 59.68, and we only got stopped out for half of an R. We recognized this was going to go lower after it kept chopping around after we got in on this 1-minute breakout, right? So after this 1-minute breakout or this 2-minute little semi flag, right? It's not a perfect flag. It kept chopping around, and you know, because of that, we raised our stop at some point to half of an R, and it stopped us out for half of an R. Nothing we could have done about that. Next trade we took was ATVI, and we got out at break even, unfortunately. This thing was 81.30 by 81.15. And you know, look at this thing. After it triggers us in off the buy setup, a huge red bar comes in out of nowhere and tags us at break even. I do believe this thing hit 1R target, but on this particular trade I was aiming for 2R. I expected this thing to pull back because this was a 50% retracement, right? Look at this. This is the move right here, 50% retracement. This should have popped right over like 31 or 81.30, like 45, right? But unfortunately, huge red bar came in, tagged us at break even. Nothing we really could have done there. Next trade we took was Apple 184 by 184.20, and we got stopped out of this, unfortunately. You know, nothing we really could have done. We tried to short this, right? We tried to short this thing, and a lot of you guys will be like, hey, why did you short this? This is so obviously a breakout, right? But I want you guys to notice how extended it is on the 1-minute, right? Super extended. Look at the 5-minute, right? We were really expecting a pullback on Apple right here. This was one of the more aggressive trades, right? And obviously to the average trader, right? No puns intended. This does look higher, but if you look outside of just the 1-minute and you don't look at the future, right, this thing is super extended, and we really did expect a pullback down to at least 183.80. Unfortunately, this thing popped, had massive strength, and stopped us out. This is one of the trades where, in the chat room, a lot of people did not take this trade, right? Because it was super aggressive. And some people might have taken this long even. And, they're justified in taking it because it is a very nice breakout. Just unfortunately, I caught myself with my hand in the cookie jar and I paid the price by stopping out on it. Next trade we took was Target 135.15 by 135. And we got 2 R's out of this. We took this after this huge pullback right here. The 3-bar play on the 1 minute in the very like 3 minutes into the day was still valid, right? So triggered us in. Unfortunately, we did not get this first entry right here. I actually got triggered in off of this bottoming tail, right? Which just goes to show you guys, if you miss an entry, leave your order in for a bit, right? Maybe you'll still get triggered in and it'll pop like this did, right? So I got triggered in off of this red bar right here and then came all the way to 2R very easily. Next trade we took was SQ 67.20 by 66.80, and we got 1R pretty easily as well. Took this off of a 1 minute breakout or 2 minute breakout, right? As you can see, after it popped 67.20, this thing really did not look back, right? You could also argue that it was a 5 minute 3-bar play, although, right, I think that, with the 5 minute 3-bar play, you should be giving it a lot more room because the second bar right here is a bit over 50% of the first bar, which is one of the criteria for it to be a 3-bar play, right? So whether you took, a 1 or 2 minute breakout or a 5 minute 3-bar play, should have hit 1R very quickly and very easily. Really nice trade. The next trade we took was ENVX 1450 by 1480, and we got 1R out of this very easily as well. Look at this beautiful compression period right here, and then this breakdown, right? Super beautiful. I think a better entry would have been 1460 if you wanted to be super aggressive and get maybe 2 R's out of this instead of 1R like we did, but we got 1R at 1450 by 1480. Really easy trade. Really beautiful. And that is all of the trades we took this week. Like I said, this week we took a lot more trades than we do usually because, markets were good to us. As a consequence, we made 5.5 R by taking, very good quality trades. And, I hope to see you guys in the chat taking these trades with us in the following weeks. Well, that is it for me this week. Happy Father's Day. Happy Juneteenth. And if you have any other questions or comments, put them in the comment section below or join our Discord. I'm super active there as well. But yeah, that is it for this week. I will see you guys next week for the continuation of our trade logging series. Have a nice weekend, guys. Bye-bye.